Hello guys, this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. Well, thank you very much guys. Thank you so much coming in here. Well. Okay. So today what we're going to see here, right? Hi Hubert. Flora, nice to see you. Right, thank you so much. Okay. Yep. Hey, 你好, Bradley and Trinidad, Fed. All right, nice to see all of you here again. Well, okay. We are going to start soon. Okay, very soon. Yeah. Today, what we're going to talk about is the Forex Trading Plan 2022, February the 16th. All right. So same thing. Okay. What we are going to do is that we need to plan out. We need to plan out our trade. Okay, every day. Okay, so that every day we start afresh, and so that every day we know what we are going to do. All right. Okay, so yes, guys, remember to click on the subscribe button to stay updated with my channel over here. Right, so I will have my planning update daily here. All right, as much as possible I could. Okay, all right. So yep. Okay, so let's move into Aussie CAD. Okay, all right. So over here, okay, how is the Aussie CAD now moving? Okay, Aussie CAD looks good. Okay, so same thing. What we are going to do is that Aussie can determine the trend first. Okay, let's determine the trend first. Okay, if you're looking at this part here, okay, as you can see, right, over here, over here, we are actually now tested the support and actually moving upwards. Another higher support has been achieved, and another higher support has been achieved. This is the support that we are talking about yesterday, and it has not break through yet, and ultimately it break through a little bit, false breakout, and it doesn't break it further down. So actually being supported back. Okay, so ultimately this is still not a good one. Okay, so we were thinking about that it may has a breakthrough. Okay, from the support here. Okay, the support was actually yesterday over here. All right, and it has a break. It's a false breakout here, and now it actually going back to test the resistance once again. Correct. Okay, so tentatively we are unable to go for a selling for Aussie CAD now. Okay, so currently let's wait for it to hit on the resistance and see where it's going first. All right. Okay, so currently for Aussie CAD, I'm going to give you a miss today. Okay, and next thing is to go with Aussie franc. Okay, Aussie franc. Well, looks like this Aussie has been going very strong all this while. Okay, and Aussie franc, it has tested the support level and it actually moved upwards. Okay, as we can see here, this is the bull zone, and went into the bull zone, retested once, and after that, from the bull zone, it started to move to form a higher support, higher support, higher support. A higher low, higher low, higher low is also a kind of support. It's a sign of strength to buy. Okay, so that means to say we can only go for buying, not for selling. Okay. Hello, sawadee. Nice to see you here. All right. Okay, so over here, Aussie yen. Over here, Aussie yen, same thing. Okay, looking at this part here, Aussie yen. Uh, for the past 2 days, one tries over here for the breaking of the support. But as you can see, this candle, look at this candle now. Okay, if you can see a lower wick candle like this, okay, this is a sign of rejection. But in the whole of the candle, when the real body fall in between here, it shows no direction. The market is also in a dilemma to move up or down. All right. So until yesterday, it has actually give a very significant direction, as a very clear sign that the rejections has formed a pin bar. Okay, and now you can see that it hits on the support and it got rejected and forces the price to go higher up. Okay, after it breaks the resistance in over here, okay, as you can see the resistance here, okay, so it now has breakthrough and had a few tries over here, yet it still cannot break below the resistance. So now it's continue to move up, further up to meet the next resistance level here. Okay. All right. So is this the resistance area that it will start to sell? I will not say no. Okay. Right. So over here, they will have a chance to sell. However, we will need to take a look later on. Okay, we need to take a look later on whether if the resistance will actually take into effect. It may not, you see, because the resistance here is actually not really a very strong one. Okay, although it actually form a lower resistance. Okay, compared to the higher one, which is actually supposed to be a good one, but as you can see, the support is also very near over here. Okay, so probably it may not actually give a very strong push about a selling. So we need to take a look. We need to take a look later on, okay, to see how it moves. Then we can tell whether it is going for a buy or will it take effect when it meet the resistance. Okay, it depends very much on how it moves when it get near to the resistance. I won't place a sell limit over here, okay, because tentatively by looking at this part here, if we are talking about this, okay, this may not be really that good. Okay, so this is not so good to see that is the right time for us to see that it will actually go for a selling if we are going to gauge it right now. Okay, which is not very accurate to read it this way. All right. Okay, so I won't I will not predict. Okay, this way is a way of predict if I'm going to place a sell limit here. No, no, no. Okay, it shouldn't be that way. Okay, all right. So Aussie yen, I will still need to pay attention and monitor it first before I will tell you, is this the resistance that it will actually sell? I will not say that it's definitely it is. Okay, no, it may not be. All right. Okay, so yes, there will be retracement. Aurelia. Okay, nice to see you, Aurelia. May I know where you're from? All right. So any retracement over here, but it depends on the trend. Okay, if the trend is right, yes, it is okay. It is okay to continue the selling. But if the trend is not the correct one, then I won't advise for a sell. All right. Okay. So let's monitor Aussie yen first before we actually take action. But Aussie yen, by looking at H1 over here, it actually show me there's a retrace. It's a retracement day. So buying is still highly possible until this level, the resistance level here. Okay. So the resistance level over here will give a signal that this is actually the end of the retracement, which is true. Okay, the end of retracement, it may come down for a number of pips. So if you wanted to capture a short profit, yes, a short-term profit, yes, is possible. But if you are looking for long-term, I wouldn't advise at the moment. Okay, I will advise right now. It depends on how it moves when it get near to the resistance. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So we shall give it a miss today. Then let's move again. Hi, Man Y 你好。Hi, CK 你好。Right. So 都过完年了啊，现在应该大家都开工了啊。Okay. So yep, it's time to work. Okay. All right. Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi. Let's look at Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi, now we are still moving for a buy. Yes, we are getting nearer into the bear zone. So this bear zone, yes, tentatively, we are very near. So buyers, I won't advise for a buy. Seller, neither do I want to tell you is a good time to sell as well because we have not entered into the bear zone. It is still not the right time yet. Okay, so let's be patient and wait. This is where the stage in forex trading, there's a stage whereby there will be a time that we need to pay a lot of patience, whereby it may go either way. Okay, so this is where it may, okay, and it may go further up or it may just turn down. We do not know. Okay, so let's be patient. Okay, right. Okay, so let's move again to Aussie dollar. Okay, Aussie dollar. Let's take a look. Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar. We are now as you can see, one support here, second support here. So this has actually formed up a bull zone here. Now the bull zone actually moving up. As you can see, the bull zone start to move up. It retested once, but failed and set up a new support, and moving up again, and retrace downward again to set up a new support again. And this has become a, in the whole trending, you can see that it is a upward trend moving upwards, correct? All right, so since the support is actually quite strong in a way, that actually is moving into the bull and move out of the bull, now it's tentatively very strong in the buying. It's still in the bullish. Okay, it's still quite bullish. Okay, until it breaks the resistance here, then I would say that it was confirmed into the bull zone. We are now in the transition zone. As you can see, this blue color triangle here, it is still in this range here, and it's still in this range here. That means to say it's from the bull zone and trying to form up the bull market. It's trying to form up the bullish market. However, it's still in the forming. So in the forming in this stage, it's like pound yen, okay, in the transition area whereby it can go either way. So pay attention to this before you start selling, okay? All right. So selling is highly not possible, I would say, okay, but buying is highly possible until it breaks the resistance, okay? All right, so I will give Aussie dollar a miss today as well. So let's move. Okay, Euro Aussie. How about Euro Aussie? Well, Aussie looks very strong, bullish. Okay, so in the cross pair here, Euro Aussie, by reading this cross pair, it's like you can go for a selling. However, okay, we need to pay attention because please make sure that in this in this timing here, we need to understand whether is it a time that basing on the cross pair that we will start to sell immediately when we see Aussie is strong. Okay, but we cannot forget that Euro can also be strong as well. Okay, so we still need to pay attention and look out how the market reacts to it. Okay, so zoom out and take a look here. It tested the support and now it went up into the bear zone and coming back here and now into the bear zone to sell. Well, tentatively, I would still say that it is still in the bear. Okay, so now the trending is in the bear. We are supposed to look out for selling. Okay, so again, yesterday I was saying, okay, since it's a bear zone, okay, we are waiting for it to sell. However, if we want to sell, we need to achieve the selling point at the resistance. However, the resistance is very high up yesterday. Well, today the resistance has actually created another lower resistance from here until here and until here. There's another lower resistance. As you can see over here, for the past few hours here, okay, we have a rejections nearby, okay, and now forming a lower resistance as well. And not forgetting the support. Let's look at the support. As you can see the support here, one support here, and we are only left with about 19 pips to 20. Okay, then we are reaching the support, and it may bounce up to hit on the resistance. Then we have a chance to sell. So at this moment, is it good to sell for the 19 to 20 pips? Well, okay, if you scalp it for 5, I think yes, I think it's possible. Okay, all right. However, okay, it is still very tight here. Okay, and by looking at this candle here, there's a little rejections here. Okay, but it's not a lot. Okay, but so I won't call it the rejections here, but it may turn out to be a higher high support, a higher high support. Okay, red and turned out to be green. Okay, let me zoom in again for your better viewing. Over here, red green already here with one support. So this part here, it may form a red green, a higher support to break through the resistance into a buy. So in this case, for such a situation, I think it's best for us to break the support, and with a new resistance below the support level, then we start selling. Okay, if not, anytime here it may form a higher support, and which is not a good one. All right, so in the whole of Euro Aussie, I will still see as a selling into the bear. Okay, as long as this part here we can break the support. If you want to take a chance here to sell, okay, within these 20 pips, you can, but I will say that it's good to grab and go. Okay, grab and go. Please don't stay for a long-term profit. Okay, so this is a grab and go trade. All right, so it's good to grab and go. All right, so I would say that tentatively by looking at this right now, I will want to wait for it to retrace upwards. Then I will go for a trade. Not now. Now I will not enter a trade. All right. So Euro Aussie. Okay. I think today I can still I can still put it into my list. Okay, Euro Aussie. Okay, so let's move again. How about Euro CAD? All right, Euro CAD. Okay, Euro CAD over here. Well, Euro CAD over here is in the bull, running in the bull, setting up one, and yesterday a big push. Okay, and a few days ago, big push down here, and then yesterday another push because of the setting of the support, but the rejections was here. Why is there the rejections here? Can you see this long wick above? Okay, so let's take a look. So I will say that over here, okay, let's take a look here. This part here, okay, where we can see the moving up here, coming down, the transition, right? Hitting on the transition become the support, supported a few times and coming down to break. Finally, it breaks, and this breakout, okay, this breakdown over here is actually a sign of a breaking through the support and the transition into the bear. Okay, so now the selling over here is actually the losses from the support orders, a big selling off from the buy orders, and actually pushing down and form a new support. So it actually erased all the buying orders, and now coming back with this big selling off, it forms a new resistance. So in the past 1 2 3 4 5 20 hours ago, okay, this part here, it tried to break through over here, try to break through the new resistance that formed, but it failed. So it's coming down here. Yes, so now, does that mean that it will start selling? Yeah, this is what I meant by we have to take a look when is it the time that we should pay attention whether it will build a higher high support, okay, higher high, this support is higher than this, okay, and it's moving towards the resistance here. It's moving towards the resistance, trying to get back into the transition area, okay. So over here, if we are looking at this part here, now, is it a good time? Well, we have a lower high and a part here, lower high. Well, let's see the next hour. If there's another lower high, probably yes. Okay, but the support is also very near over here. So the support is very near over here. I would rather we wait for it to break the support. Aqua cuts below the white line with a new resistance below the support level, then we can continue the selling. If not, we are in the middle of nowhere, no man land here, and it's very difficult for us to decide. Okay, so over here for EUROCAD, since unless it breaks the support, if not, it seems like it's going nowhere. You see, okay, it's going nowhere. Then I'm not going to trade for this. Okay, all right. So this is something that quite difficult. Okay, and I for me is totally very difficult for me to decide whether should it go this way or not. Okay, all right, okay. So yep, and since that's the case, I'm going to give EuroCAD a miss today. All right, quite difficult for us to trade, huh? Okay, let's move Euro Pound. All right, Euro Pound. All right, Euro Pound. Euro Pound over here. Okay. First of all, now we are in the bull. It actually zoom up and coming down to retest, but building a support. So today we have a resistance out here. Okay, so is that a good time for us to sell? Well, remember that we are in the bull going up, and now we are coming back for retesting. So as we can see, now we are in the retesting stage. So is there a chance for us to sell against the trend? Okay, is there a chance for us to sell against the trend? Okay, so let's see. As you can see, the resistance over here has built up here. There's one resistance here. As we can see, lower high, lower high, lower high, and lower high over here. So there's a few lower high over here, and now we come to this point, where this point is a lower high, whereby this lower high here, it can be a resistance here. Okay, so this part here, okay, this part here, we will have about another 11 pips before we meet the resistance. Then we can start selling. But however, remember, this is the bull zone, and we are actually going very near, retested until so near to the support. And if you think that it will continue to go for the selling until here 40 over pips, possible, but the percentage is quite low. Okay, we don't go against the trend when we want to trade, although we may have a chance, but we don't take the risk in trading such anti-trend currency that give us a pump in the heart that is there's not a high chance for taking profit. Okay, so I shall give euro pound a miss. Okay, I'm still looking for a bull. Okay, still looking for buying. Okay, so buyers, we can wait for it to break the resistance with a new support above the resistance, continue the buying. Okay, all right. So euro yen, let's take a look at euro yen. All right, euro yen over here, as we can see. Okay, over here in the bull, into the bull zone here. Okay, this bull zone here, and now forming up another higher support. Am I right? A higher support here. So entering into the bear zone here, tested once into it and coming down here. So over here, is it a good chance for us to have a selling right now? Okay, the bull zone pushes up all the way. Can you see the candle actually went into the bear zone? Okay, over here. All right. So this is quite a strong the resistance over here. So tentatively, what I'm going to look at is that, all right, this part here, I would say that this is where the resistance is and pushes down into the transition and get out of the transition. However, okay, yesterday set up one buying, okay, one buying signal that give us a support. So today, even we are in the bear, we are still not really good at selling. Okay, we are not still good at selling today. All right. Okay, so what am I waiting for? Okay, what am I waiting for? All right, I will be waiting for tomorrow. Okay, let's take a look at this. Identify the trend first. All right. Okay, identify the trend first by looking. Okay, by looking at this euro yen. All right. First of all, if we have a support here, can you see there's a gap up? All right, there's a gap up candle here. All right, so if there is this gap up candle here and this gap up candle, if the movement today it doesn't go into the transition, that means to say, if you can see that we are still remaining below the blue area, which is a transition area. If it doesn't break into that, okay, and maintain this amount of volume over here, okay, if tomorrow the candle open as a gap down, okay, that shows that, okay, the the resistance is actually very strong. So tomorrow we'll have a chance to continue the selling for euro yen. Okay, that will be a good chance to sell for euro yen. All right. Okay, so tentatively by looking at this right now, okay, what we are going to see is that hopefully it will we will show what we are going to expecting to see tomorrow. Okay, then we have a good learning point here. So euro yen, if we want to sell today, let me see. I would prefer not to. Okay, so just hang on for a little while. Okay, just hang on for a little while. Okay, just in case the buying is still ongoing. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move into Euro Kiwi. Hi Monre. Hi Monre. What indicator is this? Okay, this is a system done by ourselves here. Okay, so yes, how should I answer it? Okay, right. It's all done up by our team here. Okay. Well, okay. So I'll answer your question later on. Okay. All right. So Euro Kiwi, Euro Kiwi. Okay, Euro Kiwi over here. Okay, Euro Kiwi. As we can see over here, this is the bull zone. It went up all the way. So respecting the support all the way into my bear zone. So my bear zone over here has actually created a selling, correct? So creating a selling later on over here, and we get off the transition area, okay? Transition area. So in this transition area over here, now we are into the bear zone. So Euro Kiwi, we are in the bear, so we should be looking out for a selling. Okay, we are looking out for selling. So over here, in this selling here, okay, first of all, we are in the bear zone. So remember, if we are going to sell, we always look out for a resistance to sell. Okay, so example like this, the red dot here, okay, resistance. So this is a very clear cut, the resistance is here. So we have already met up the resistance yesterday until now. Yeah, price have been pushing down gently, very consistently downwards onto the support. So now look at this. It pushing down. Does it mean that it will stop or it will break through? We will need to check a lower time frame to see how it moves. Okay, to see how it moves when it's going towards the support. After the resistance, now can you see there's a rejections? So push down, we have a lower high, which is the lower resistance. Pushing down, lower high, correct? A lower resistance, and now pushing the lower resistance, keep pushing towards the support level. All right, so that is a sign of selling. That's a sign of selling. So Euro Kiwi, I would want to sell today when Euro Kiwi break the support and form a new resistance below the support area. Okay, all right. So the lower resistance should be the support should be here. So I want it to break the support level with a new resistance, a lower resistance, a new resistance below the support area. Then I start selling, and that will be pretty safe for you to sell. Okay, all right. So over here, okay, euro dollar. Okay, euro dollar over here, euro dollar. As we can see, it being pushed up from the bull zone, and now meeting up with the resistance. So from the bull, we have set up a new support over here. So over here in this bull, it pushes down, and now we are having a support. So today it can be a retracement day like yesterday. Okay, so this part here, the transition has pushed into the bear, but today it is still on the buying side with a support. So today we cannot sell. Okay, today we cannot sell for euro dollar. It's still going very strongly for a buy. So like now over here, this there's a resistance here. This is the resistance that we should pay attention to for buyers. Buyers, if you are going to buy, make sure it breaks the resistance over here with a new support, red green candle, okay, that form up above the resistance. Then you start buying. Okay, all right. So euro dollar is good for buying, definitely not for selling. Okay, all right. So pound Aussie, looking at pound Aussie. Today, looking at pound Aussie over here, pound Aussie, we are actually in the bull run from here. Higher support, as you can see, let me draw it out, okay, illustrate out for you. This is a bull zone, retested once, and push up again, a higher support, a higher support, higher support, higher support over here. And as you can see, now, this part here, by moving all the way here, as you can see, okay, this is not really very supportive to sell. Okay, Can I say that it's not supportive to sell? Yeah. Why? The reason behind is because we are actually in the bull run. As you can see, if I meet up with this, if I draw this down, okay, it's a we still have a good chance for going for a buy, for a long. Okay, so tentatively, this is a retracement. Okay, the whole setup here is a retracement in the bull market. Well, but this retracement is because it meet up with this resistance, and this resistance have pushed once into the support and push back into the transition back here again. So there may be a chance of hitting up another support. Okay, hitting up another support to continue the buy, to go towards the resistance and trying to break the resistance as well. Okay, so tentatively for pound Aussie, it looks good to sell. Well, yeah, it looks good to sell to me as well. Okay, however, we have to be very careful about selling this. Okay, because the support is actually very near. As you can see the support level. Okay, let me zoom in and see the support here. Okay, there's kind of a support over here. Okay, so now okay, so here tested once. Okay, yep. So over here, the whole stretch here, one here to here. Okay, over here, there's this whole area is a support. Okay, this whole area is a support. So it looks like it's have a good selling now. But I wouldn't see that it's a good selling in a way that the retracement may hit on the support and the new support red green candle form up, and it will give a big push. So tentatively, by looking at this, I'm not very supportive to sell. Okay, but for buying, I need patience. I need to wait for it to form up a red and green candle for it to continue the buying. Then I think it is good to buy. All right. Now it is looking for a support level to buy. Okay, currently, okay, for pound Aussie, the movement by looking at pound Aussie movement is looking out for a point where the strongest point will give the big push for it to continue the bull run. Okay, so tentatively by looking at this pound Aussie, I'm going to give you a miss as well. Okay, all right. So pound CAD, okay, pound CAD. All right, pound CAD. Yes, or what? Aurelia. When I say I'm going to give you a miss, is that I'm going to give you a miss for selling. Okay, so there will be a good chance for buying. Okay, all right. Okay, so sorry that I didn't give you a very clear sign. Okay, a clear signal for that. Okay, so next let us move on to PowerCAD. Okay, PowerCAD over here. Okay, let's move into PowerCAD. By looking at PowerCAD here, okay, PowerCAD, we are in the bull zone. So the bull pushes up, retrace upwards again. This is a resistance over here, forming up a new resistance, retested once with a support level here. So it returned and meet up with the resistance over here and now come back, hitting on the support and now still going for a buy. All right. So PowerCAD, by looking at it now, in this area, okay, if it can get off this area, it can come back for a retesting. However, it doesn't go out of this area and instead it still continue moving upwards. So there's a support area here, the support level, okay, as you can see over here. This whole support area touches the most time here, okay, and you can see touches here, okay, and now we are still respecting the support level. So since it's respecting the support area, support level, that means to say it's a buy. So we will not go against it. Okay, so since the market has respecting the support, then we will not go for a selling. All right, so look out for candle like this, a red and green candle that actually give us a chance to buy. Okay, all right. So yeah, tentatively no for buying. Okay, no for selling as well. Okay, so currently looking at this, all right, we can still looking out for a buy. All right, okay. So Calvin, okay. So Calvin was saying that target sell at 1734. Okay, it's 1734. 1734. Okay. So 1734, right? Maybe I can take a look. Okay, 1734. All right. The reason why Calvin said that 1734, okay, is actually I believe Calvin, you are working on the theory of support that actually become the resistance. All right. Okay. So support that become the resistance here. Okay. So it depends. It depends on the number of pips that you are taking. Okay. So if you are taking at 1734, you are actually working out with the theory that the previous support has become the resistance. Okay, so then over here it shows there's a rejection from the previous support that become the resistance, and you can start selling from here, which is about 100 pips. Yes, okay, that is this part here. Okay, selling against the trend here. Okay, we can still get some profit out of that, but of course this is against the trend. Okay, because the whole pound cat tentatively it is still moving on the bull. So if you're selling here, the theory that the support that become resistant, yes, is workable. Okay, it depends on the number of pips that we are taking. Okay, it also depends on the time when it actually reaches the resistance. Okay, where the support that actually become the resistance at that point of time. What is the kind of a movement? Okay, what is the kind of movement at that time, so that we will be able to see okay how it actually moves before we actually can take action. Okay, so it's workable. It's workable. Okay, so just monitor it. Okay, like we say 1734. Yeah, okay, can. Then there's monitor it. Okay, to see how it goes, so that by the time when you reach 1734, when they give a very clear selling signal, yes, we can. Okay, that will be a retracement trading over here. All right. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, good theory from Calvin. All right, so let's move again. So pound franc over here. Pound franc as what we are looking at right now. Okay, pound franc, the bull is running higher up, a higher up. Support is still moving very strongly. Okay, into the bullish market. So tentatively, by looking at this, all right. So the bullish market is still continue running. All right. So tentatively, by looking at this, the resistance is over here. Will there be a change of the directions after that? No, we do not know until we reach there as well. Okay, so same thing over here. If we are looking at the pound franc to buy, okay, pound franc to buy is highly possible. Okay, highly possible. Okay, so tentatively it's still running on the bull. So pound franc we can go for a buying and no selling. Okay, all right, so next thing is that we're going for pound yen. All right, pound yen. Right, pound yen is actually still struggling in this transition area, and now it's still being supported into the bear zone. Okay, this zone here, where as you can see, this zone is respecting the whole lot of the resistance. Correct. So, is there a good chance that we can sell immediately? Well, I would say that probably some retracement. When there's a retracement, yes, probably if you want to take a risk there, the chances is there. Okay, but okay, I would say that over here, okay, this is where the support it breaks through and is going up until around this area before it starts selling. Okay, so if we want to sell within this area, okay, I would say that pound yen we need to wait. Okay, it's good to wait, but for buying, you if buying, okay, and selling for pound yen today, it can be quite kind of struggling because we are in the zone here. Since we're into the zone here, it can go either way. Once it go either way, it's very difficult for us to track where it is going. All right, so I would say that if we want to sell, okay, we have to wait until around this high before we can sell. All right, so seller, be patient. Buyer, be careful. Okay, if you want to buy until this level. Okay, so please be careful with this. For me, I'm going to stay away from pound yen. All right. Okay, so Yes, you are right, Flora. I'm an 80% trader. Okay, that's correct. All right. So currently, okay, tentatively, okay, I would just stay away from here. Okay, then let's see. Okay, for pound kiwi, let's take a look at pound kiwi. Okay, pound kiwi over here, we still have a lot of space for it to go on the bull side. Okay, it's still on the bullish side. Okay, yes, it retraced once, but it actually got back after the support. It's actually another round of a higher support near to the resistance. It's a sign of buying to break the resistance. Okay, so buying is still highly possible over here. Okay, although we actually into the transition, now we are still in the transition. Okay, supposed to be a selling, but this selling actually has actually gone into the stage of the transition whereby I can't sell it anymore. Okay, so pound kiwi, okay, most at this point of time, if you want me to sell, I will not suggest selling immediately right now. Okay, because the selling is actually over here, and support is actually over here. Okay, like here. Okay, so we have a support here. So this whole area is we are still in the transition. So if we are going to sell down over here from here to here, 40 to 50 pips, possible to grab some. Okay, if the selling signal is strong like this is strong. Okay, this is good. Okay, but when you go down to a lower time frame over here, actually right now we are having a support in the transition. We're having a support in the transition area. So if you have a support in the transition area, this is not very recommended to sell right now. Okay, if you want to sell in the transition area and still showing such a good selling signal here like this, okay, and we can sell below the support. When it breaks the support, a new resistance below, and then we can sell. We still have about 30 pips to go. Okay, so be patient. Be patient and wait for it to break before we start selling. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's move again. Pound kiwi. Okay, so pound kiwi I'm going to put into the list. For me, I'm not going to put this into the list. Okay, I'm not going to put this into the list. Okay, all right. So pound dollar. Okay, pound dollar. Pound dollar. Okay, pound dollar over here. Pound dollar, we are very obvious into the bull zone, and now higher support. Okay, as you can see from the bull, higher support and higher support here, correct? So we have a higher support over here, this part here. Okay, so this is the area of support. So we are in the bull. When the bull meets the support, it's a good sign to buy, correct? So let's zoom down into the smaller time frame to find where's the time we should buy. This is the point where we should buy over here. Okay, so the bull has already started running for about 14 over pips, 14 pips. So tentatively, okay, I won't go for a buy right now. Okay, let's wait for a new support, then I will continue the buy. If not, just give you a miss. Okay, no for selling definitely. Okay, all right, dollar CAD. How about dollar CAD? Now dollar CAD over here, dollar CAD, we are in the bear. So yesterday, for the past 2 days, it has trying to push into the transition, but it feared. Okay, so this is a good sign for selling. Dollar CAD is a very obvious that we are going for a selling. Okay, so dollar CAD. Okay, let's see the support area over here. Okay, can you see the support? There is a support area. Okay, so right now we are on the support. Okay, trading on the support here. So the next hour, if it opens below the support area with a new resistance, okay, then we can go for a selling. So dollar CAD. Okay, so I'll put this. This is very straightforward. Dollar CAD. I'm going to sell dollar CAD. All right. Okay, how about dollar franc? How about dollar franc? Dollar franc, we are still not very comfortable in selling, still going for struggling in continue the bull. So buyers stay away, seller also stay away because there's no there's no clear signal that we should go in for any trading on this dollar franc for this session. When I say this session, that means this 4 hours. Okay. All right. So let's move again. Dollar yen. Dollar yen over here. So dollar yen, we are actually moving towards the bear zone. So can you see the higher support, after the bear zone coming down, higher support into the bear zone, and higher support coming again towards the bear zone again. So selling possible, yeah, probably there are some pips that we can collect in the transition area, about 28 pips, but the whole movement for dollar yen, it is still in the bull. Okay, so selling is not really that ideal. Okay, so I'm going to give a miss. Okay, not today, not today. All right, so let's give a miss first. Okay, Riano. Yes, hello, Riano. Okay, so Bitcoin over here. Okay, Bitcoin over here. Okay, so Bitcoin today achieving 44. So yesterday already achieving 44. All right, so still struggling about 44 here. So I'm still looking at 48. Okay, so tentatively 48 is still very promising, as we can see that the movement, the action here, the action over here is still very promising to give up 48. Okay, now this push can be a bit slow. It may hovering around for this week. Okay, next week. Okay, probably let's see how Mercedes reacts, and I think probably it will give a push. Okay, all right. So yeah, for Roger. Okay, you have okay. So who's the guy who actually take a profit of 45? Okay, okay, yeah, all right. Okay, so yeah, that's all for me in the forex forex trading plan. Okay, I hope today this plan it works well, but I don't see there's a lot of currency to trade today, so it seems like we can stay very focused. Okay, so let's see what am I going to sell in this session. Okay, Euro Aussie, Euro Kiwi, and Dollar CAD. I have only three. Okay. I know today is a bit so much lesser than before. Okay. So just pay attention to all these three. All right. So there may be a chance for you to sell. All right. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for attending this session with me. So if you like my video, give me a thumbs up, and remember to stay subscribed and also ring up the bell, and I shall see you tomorrow. Okay. All right. Wish you good luck in your trading, bountiful of profits, and see you. This is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. See you tomorrow.